Thinking of making a move or curious about the city of Santa Monica? I'm Keri White, real estate agent in beautiful Los Angeles, and I'm going to take you on a tour of one of my favorite cities, my hometown, Santa Monica. Our tour today begins on Ocean Avenue in Palisades Park. Not many people know that this is an actual park. Not only do you get some of the most beautiful sunsets in the world, but you can see beautiful people running, walking, hanging out with their dogs, having barbecues, exercise classes, and enjoying everything that Santa Monica has to offer. And the LA Marathon has ended in this spot for the last 11 years in a row. Santa Monica is one of the best suburbs in Los Angeles. An affluent and highly desirable city, it's comprised of 8 mini neighborhoods, making it a little mini metropolis. The population is a little under 100,000, and the average income for a family of 4 is $300,000, thus making it much higher than the average of homes in Los Angeles. Values here range from $500,000 to $79 million. Yep. Santa Monica is most famous for its pier. Dating back to 1909, beautifully colored lights, restaurants, shops, and absolutely the most gorgeous sunsets possible. You may actually recognize it from certain movies like 1941, directed by Steven Spielberg, A Night at the Roxbury, directed by John Fontenberry, Bean, Beverly Hills Cop 3, Iron Man. Do I sound like Jimmy Fallon on the Universal Studio Tour right now? The most prestigious part of Santa Monica is north of Montana, west of Lincoln to be exact. Known for their beautiful wide streets, Alta, Palisades, Georgina, Margarita. Jonah Hill just sold his home here last year for $7.6 million. You feel like you're in the middle of America, but you are just moments from the bluffs and all the action in Santa Monica. Noma, as they call it, north of Montana, is the area that extends all the way up to the end of Santa Monica. Although this part, Ocean to Lincoln, is the most prestigious, the entire area north of Montana is absolutely the most sought after area. For anything you want to buy here, there's mostly homes in this area. There's about 15 to 20% condos, so you're mostly getting single family homes. But just to pick up a starting piece of property would be 2.5. Lately, it's been about 3 million. The averages for a home in this area for a single family home is 5.7 million. And that'll get you a 4,000 square foot house, which isn't bad. If you're looking for a condo, you're looking at about 1,600 square feet, and that'll get you something for 2.4 million. Then just a street over from Montana, the next major street is Wilshire. This is also very highly sought after. People like this area due to the safety, especially the schools. Franklin and Roosevelt are some of the top-rated schools, and people are able to enroll. A lot of them walk their kids to school, which is great. The starting price for a condo in this area is around $500,000, and a home is about $1.675. Now, what's interesting, if you compare the averages to Noma versus north of Wilshire, even though they're just a couple blocks away, the average for a single family home around 3,000 square feet is $3.7 million. That is $2 million less on average than just a few blocks north. Amazing, right? And for a condo, you're looking at an average of 1.4 for 1,400 square feet. So even though it's a very similar and highly sought after area, the north of Montana area commands a very high property value price. You can't mention Santa Monica without the celebs who love to call this paradise their home. 535 Ocean was purchased by dynamic comedy duo Leslie Mann and Judd Apatow. And don't forget about all their friends who live here too, like Tom Cruise, Sandra Bullock, the Beckhams, Gwyneth Paltrow, Reese Witherspoon, and a few more. One of the best public facilities in Santa Monica is located right on the sand at 415 PCH, or Pacific Coast Highway. It's the Annenberg Community Beach House. and it's a beautiful 5-acre oceanfront property. This used to be a private house back in the 1920s, but it opened to the public in 2009, and it is an absolute favorite for locals here. So we're right off Wilshire and 7th, which they've done a ton of new development here with cafes and restaurants, and my favorite, they put in the Properly Hotel, which has the most amazing... What?
What's your favorite sweet indulgence in Santa Monica?
Oh my God, obviously Sidecar. Why? So, Bev, do you want to tell everybody what donuts we got today?
I don't know. I was kind of inspired by their seasonal Girl Scouts.
Girl Scouts. I don't know if I have enough patience to go through explaining these, so 'cause I am dying to have one of these. Even though you think you'll find locals on the promenade, most people who live in Santa Monica spend their time on Montana Avenue, which the main part runs from 7th to 17th, and it's a 10-block stretch of an eclectic mix of chic, upscale shops ranging from furniture, fashions, interspersed with cafes and restaurants. It is absolutely my go-to. You will always see me on Montana Ave, and it's right by Franklin Elementary, Roosevelt Elementary.
So speaking of schools, Santa Monica has one of the best school districts available for public school system. My daughter personally goes to McKinley, but there are several other elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools in the city of Santa Monica that are all rated in the top tier. So 8, 9, 10, they're all rated. So you have Franklin, Roosevelt, John Adams Middle School, and then you have Santa Monica High School, which everybody knows that.
Speaking of safety, one of the reasons property values are so strong in Santa Monica is because the city is incorporated, meaning it has its own services like fire, police, schools, etc. Fire Station 1 is one of the busiest fire stations that serves the downtown area in Santa Monica and has over 8,900 calls a year. It's a lot of cats and trees. This fire station has some of the largest equipment, its own ladder, and 15 firefighters, lucky firefighters, work here. Knock, knock. Is anyone home? Is anyone home?
All right, so if this video gets 1,000 likes for her throwing me into the mix, I say I get a raise. She's scooting around.
Speaking of getting around, how do people primarily get around here? Santa Monica is primarily a walking town or a two-wheel town, as you just saw, because of the LA Expo Line that they put in that runs all the way from downtown to 4th Street, 4 blocks from the beach.
It's amazing.
Let's go check it out. The LA Expo Line was completed in 2016, connecting downtown LA all the way to 4th Street, 4 blocks from the ocean. The Expo Line is part of the Greater LA Metro Rail System, connecting Santa Monica Metro Station with Hollywood, Pasadena, Long Beach, and dozens of points in between. Clearly, you can't forget about how everyone stays so fit. These famous Santa Monica stairs are where locals and celebrities exercise pretty much all the time. You can find them at 526 Adelaide, and the bottom, way down there, is on Entrada. They are pretty hard.
Hey, Keri.
Wow.
You ready to put your money where your mouth is and work off these sidecar donuts?
I don't know, I'm not really in the appropriate footwear, but maybe you should go for it.
Lucky for you, Eric came through.
Oh man, fine. Oh, I hate you. I do not want to do this.
Yay for Advent Day. I win.
No. What the hell? This is awful. Oh my God, this is not what I want to be doing. I want to be at happy hour. How can I get out of this? There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. It worked. Welcome to the Misfit, one of my favorite pastimes to have fries, champagne, and a lot of fun. What was your favorite part of the tour today?
God, there were so many. I think my favorite part was going to Sidecar.
Oh.
Just smelling it, walking in, being outside, and just doing all the tasting. Like
Amazing.
It was great.
Big
What about
fan.
you? What was your favorite?
I really liked getting to show everyone how beautiful this city is on a picture-perfect day, because even though we have a lot of them, sometimes it's a little hazy, and today is just perfect. And it's nice to be able to showcase the town, my favorite town, with such a beautiful day. So, and then of course, the French fries. Well, thank you for touring with us today. We will be doing some more Santa Monica City touring, but if you or anyone you know has thoughts of moving here to Santa Monica, our hometown, just give us a call, DM, however you want to reach us.
We're here and happy to help.
Cheers.